Hello there, my name is Ben Wade and I'd like to welcome you to this installment of Bionic You, the series dedicated to lighting the path to your full potential. In this video, you're going to learn about a powerful content management system for your website called WordPress that makes it as easy to create and manage a website as it is to start up your computer and click a few buttons. Also, you're going to learn how to install that with just a few clicks of your mouse right after this.
When I first got started, and still to this day, I didn't know anything about using code to build a website. However, I had a lot of ideas for different kinds of websites, and I wanted to be able to create all the ideas that I had. I tried to learn code, but I'm just not a coding type of person. To be honest, it bores me to tears, and to this day, I still don't know an ounce of code, and I really never plan to. So the next obvious answer was to try to find someone else to build websites for me. However, I learned that it takes money, and often quite a bit of it, to have someone build a site for you, which would have been okay, except I was also pretty much broke at the time, so that didn't get me anywhere at all. Then I thought, hey, what if I form a partnership and leverage the skills other people already have, which would have worked beautifully? Except I quickly found that the web developers that were already making money weren't interested in wasting time on my ideas, and the web developers that had free time usually had free time for a reason. They were either lazy, didn't know what they were doing, or were hungry to take off with your idea. Now this all ended up in leaving me in a real situation. I could either take the weeks or months to learn how to code websites, save up money for weeks or months to have someone else build them for me, or I could give up on all of the ideas I had running around in my head and just plan on working normal jobs for the rest of my life. But the reality was, none of these three options was acceptable for me. What I needed was something that would allow me to quickly and inexpensively build any idea I had on my own without having to learn a bunch of code. The solution I found to all of this is WordPress. So, what is WordPress? Well, WordPress started off as an open source blog engine software, but it's grown into the equivalent of an operating system for websites. It is the platform that is most widely used on the internet today for everyone from the beginning to the expert website builder. And it allows you to quickly and easily create and manage the content in your website. Now, how this works is it starts off with the core WordPress software. The core software, by the way, which is free to use. Once the core software is installed on your server, you can completely customize the look of your site with themes. The good news here, many of these themes are free as well. Then you can infinitely expand what your site can do with the tens of thousands of free plugins that are available. So what does all this mean? WordPress allows you to easily set up, build, and manage websites with virtually unlimited visual and functional possibilities. And most of this can be accomplished with next to nothing out of pocket as far as cost, and without having to learn a bunch of complex web code. Now, don't get me wrong, along the way you will want to upgrade a lot of the areas of your site with premium products. But for a lot of people, keeping the expenses down in the beginning is a huge priority, and you can easily do that with WordPress. And now, you will learn how to install this incredible software on your website in seconds with just a few clicks of your mouse. Now, on a side note, the installation process for your hosting might be slightly different, so if you don't find this exact process available, just reach out to them for help. Always remember, if you get stuck with any portion of this, contact the customer support provided by your hosting company. They are there to help you. So the first thing you need to do is go to your hosting cPanel and log in. And then once you're logged in, you're going to be looking for something called either Fantastico or in this case, Quick Install. The hosting company I use has both. The hosting company that you use might not have either one. Most people that use cPanel have Fantastico at least. So I'm going to show you how to use that one first. So go ahead and click right here on the icon for Fantastico. Then over here on the left, you're going to select WordPress. And then New Installation. And then you're going to pick a domain. Now, if you only have one domain, then the drop-down should already be on it. If you're adding a subdomain or a second domain, you're going to want to pick it from the drop-down menu right here. In this case, I'm going to install it on Sample Install 1, which is a subdomain I set up for this tutorial. Then here in Admin Access Data, you're going to need to create a username for your login. Then create your password. choose a nickname. And you don't have to worry, you can change this stuff later on if you need to, so don't worry about having this perfect right when you're starting off. So once you have all this stuff filled in, your username, your password, your nickname for your admin, your site description, your site name, and the email address you want all your information to go to, just hit right here, Install WordPress. Then finish the installation. Then once you get to this screen, you're done. So here's your username, here's your password, and then it gives you the link for you to log into your site that you just installed. So that was how easy it is to install using Fantastico. Now I'm going to go through with the other software, which this particular hosting company uses. It's called Quick Install. And it's also right down here under Software and Services. Just click on the icon. Click over here on WordPress. Hit Continue. Right here, if this is the first domain that you're setting up on your service, it should just be the one available. Or if you have other subdomains or extra domains set up, they'll be here in the drop-down menu. Put in your email. So you want to put in your email here in the top box, the title of your blog here, and remember, you can change this stuff later on, so it doesn't have to be perfect now. The username you want to use, your first name and last name, and then hit Install Now. Once that green bar completes, that means that your installation is done. And right down here, it's going to give you your username. It creates a password for you. And here's the link to go to log into your website, right here. So that's how quickly WordPress can be installed. And remember, if you get stuck on any portion of this, be sure to reach out to the customer support folks for your hosting company. They'll be more than glad to help you with this. So to wrap things up, in this video, you learned the basics of what WordPress is and how to install it quickly and easily. In the remainder of the modules of this course, you'll be learning how to use WordPress to expand your web publishing prowess. Now, if you're watching this video in the WhoIsBenWehde.com members area, look at the page below the video you're watching right now. As often as possible, you will find links to additional information that will help you expand on what you just learned.
And remember, if you thought this information was helpful, be sure to click that like button or favorite button so other people can find it too. And click that subscribe button so you'll never miss out whenever a new video comes out. However, the real gold mine is the members area of WhoIsBenWehde.com. That's where you'll find tons of videos like this one laid out step by step and organized so everything's easy to find. Thank you so much for watching.